Hello, I'm Jordan Bassett. You're watching Enemy, and we're here at Madrid's Mad Cool Festival with the Prophets of Rage. Guys, how you doing?
Doing very well. How are you, sir?
Thank you.
Very good. Very good to meet you. So you're playing in a couple of hours. Obviously, you make very politicized music for very divided times. Do you draw on that same kind of energy when you're playing these festival shows, or is it kind of more of a party thing?
Oh man, it's both.
Right, okay.
Always.
Yeah, it's both. Always.
Because the political thing is it's a party.
Okay.
The whole thing is a party.
Yeah.
You have to just be involved. You know,
Right.
you have to be involved in it.
I look at it like it's a celebration of resistance.
Right. Okay.
You know,
That's great.
and if you're not rocking the crowd, then your message will fall on deaf ears.
Right,
So
okay.
first and
Yeah.
foremost, you have to rock the crowd.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So you're obviously always thinking about that when you're writing as well.
Yeah.
You're thinking about these shows.
I'll tell you,
when you're
today
writing.
today I actually visited the famous Picasso painting Guernica, which is here,
Right.
which is the great anti-fascist painting, which he wouldn't allow back in the country of Spain until Franco, the dictator, was dead. And it was like, it's one of the great pieces of political art of all time, certainly of the 20th century. And it reminded me that, like, musically, it's the same kind of thing we mean to do, is you touch people emotionally
Yes.
with, like, the beauty and the power of the art, and then it can convey a message that's deeper than just escapist fluff.
That's fantastic. So you recently released the track "Made with Hate." Is it safe to assume there's an album coming? And where are we
yeah,
at?
you know, we're working on stuff now. We have one song that came out, and we're constantly trying to work on more songs to get out. So we're not sure how we're going to release it yet, actually.
Okay.
But we just have to stay creative and keep coming up with stuff.
Okay.
And we're playing throughout Europe in August and into September. We definitely want to have more new music to play to be able to shake up the set list.
That's awesome. Okay, so I don't know if you're familiar with this, but there's a trend called milkshaking.
Yes.
You know about this, where people throw a milkshake at kind of fascistic or alt-right figures. It's happened to Tommy Robinson, Nigel Farage. What do you think about that? Is that a mature approach to politics?
Well, I mean, my question would be, is it a mature approach to living in the world to inflict horrific right-wing fascist politics on immigrants and things like that? You get hit with a milkshake, you're getting off easy, I think.
Okay,
If
yeah.
you're a Nazi, you get hit with a
Agreed.
milkshake, you're getting off pretty fucking easy. That's what I
very
think.
good way of putting it.
I have to agree with that.
Is there a sort of underlying tension with Prophets of Rage? Because you're kind of speaking up for disenfranchised people, for the working classes, and yet these are the same people that Donald Trump is appealing to, right?
Yeah.
So is
Yeah, well, I mean, I think that the symptoms of people feeling like left behind by the global economy, Donald Trump provides an easy, and not just in Donald Trump, I think it's Brexit as well. I think there's, in Brazil, there's sort of a right-wing populist fascist in power, is that people who were left behind by the neoliberal policies, white working class people generally, are susceptible to demagogues who use racism and anti-immigration sentiment to stir them up so they don't focus on what the real problem is, which is a system that underserves the planet. The people who own and run the planet don't deserve to, and they're running it into the ground. They're creating a miserable environmental state of affairs and economic state of affairs for a lot of people. Now, one of the reasons why we've been playing music for as long as we have is to provide an alternative set of ideals for
Yes.
people, like about sort of progressive politics, solidarity, like environmental sanity, anti-racism, anti-fascism, as another way to deal with the inequities of life, rather than listening to some orange-faced demagogue saying it's the Muslims' fault, it's the Mexicans' fault.
Yeah.
Trust me, it's not.
right? Okay,
It's his fucking fault.
yeah, absolutely, yeah, totally.
And at the end of the day, it's not going to even matter if we don't get the environment right.
That's correct.
It's going to matter who it is.
Right, okay, yeah.
I mean, by 2028, they say all the glaciers in India are going to be gone.
Right, okay, so that's
So think about that, and think about that happening all around the world.
yeah,
You're not going to be able to survive that.
yeah.
It's going to be a horrific situation. So we should do something soon.
Okay.
I mean, you should do something.
Me personally.
Yes,
All right,
yeah,
I'll try.
yeah.
As soon as this
you
interview's done,
generally,
I promise.
by
Maybe.
listeners
I promise.
and viewers. Yeah.
I
You're going to
promise.
figure that one out.
Well, I mean, I said that the cornerstone message of all the bands we've been in is that the world is not going to change itself. That is up to you. And the people have changed the world in progressive, radical, or even revolutionary ways throughout history. Have been people that had no more money, courage, power, influence, or creativity than anybody watching or listening to this right now.
Okay, so I mean,
So
you
get off your ass.
You
Do
still
it.
have so much energy, and you still care so much about this stuff. Like, how do you like? Often, people when they've been doing this, what you do for a while and had a certain level of success, you get a little bit complacent. And you think, okay, well, I'll just enjoy what I've got. That doesn't seem to have happened.
I don't know. I mean, I was an activist before I was a guitar player.
Right.
So it's like, for me, it's part and parcel. Like the what fuels the music that we do, in large measure, is the meaning behind it.
Yes.
It's fun. First of all, we're in a rock and roll band. Like Brad and I had Led Zeppelin posters on the wall. What I mean?
Right.
And the idea of playing a big festival show and rocking people like crazy is a great job to have.
Okay.
But what the way I look at it is you should not leave your convictions behind in your vocation,
Yes.
whatever it is. We just happen to be musicians, and so the things we believe, we try to weave into what it is we do for a living, which is rocking your ass. And so whether you're a cameraman or an interviewer or whatever, a carpenter, like, don't leave behind who you are and what you believe in what it is that you do.
That's awesome. What is the one small everyday thing that makes you rage?
The one thing that I'm not great at is when I drive. I get really... I don't get road rage, but I'll speak in the car to that person and maybe say something that's not nice.
Yeah.
And then I'm like...
in unfriendly tones.
Yeah, and then I'm like, I gotta stop doing that. I go, that's not cool.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I gotta stop all those voices in my head.
Yeah.
Just cut them out altogether. Just be in the moment. The traffic is gonna move the way it's gonna move.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can say or do that's in that car that's gonna really help.
Yeah, okay, that's not...
I'm kind of a big picture rager. Like on the small scale, I'm a pretty friendly, happy guy.
Okay,
Overall,
great.
I'm trying to topple capitalism and whatnot. But on a daily basis, it's kind of more about, we're gonna play a great show tonight.
I'm just trying to drive better.
Yeah, he's right.
That's amazing.
Humble goals. Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thanks.
Thank you very
Thanks
much.
a lot.
Cheers.